Hi guys, it's Cheryl here, and today I'm going to take you through a sequence for heavy menstrual periods. So whether you're having really bad cramps around the womb or the lower back, or whether you're just feeling exhausted. So this may have happened recently because you're in perimenopause, or perhaps you've always suffered from really heavy, painful, exhausting menstrual cramps and period times. Whichever one it is, this is for you. Okay, so I'm on holiday. I'm making use of some random props, bits from the sofa. This is my block. I've got some rolled up towels. Use what you can. I'm using all this stuff to demonstrate the fact that you don't need fancy kit and equipment to have a good yoga practice, okay? Especially if it's a nice restorative practice. So join me on your mat. Come into easy pose, simple cross leg, okay? So if you want to take a cushion under the buttocks, that's absolutely fine. Make yourself nice and comfortable. Just place the hands on the knees, take the shoulders back and down away from the ears. Just grounding with the buttocks, separate the buttocks with the hands. Make sure you're nice and connecting with the mat. Being aware of the root chakra, the pelvic floor. Just bringing awareness to any pain or discomfort around the hara, the womb, and also the lower back as well, any pain here. And just lengthening from the root chakra all the way up through the nadis, all the way up to the top of the head, to the crown chakra. Okay, so lengthening through the top of the head so we have a nice straight spine. Holding on to the knees, shoulders back and down, closing those eyes, and just relax into the posture. Not collapse, just relax. So still lengthening through the top of the head. And allow a smile to form on the face. This relaxes the back of the throat, and allow the tongue to lie limp in the mouth. And now just bring your attention to the breath. So breathing in and out through the nose. Inhale. Become aware of the turn of the breath, and then exhale through the nose. Nice extended exhale. Breathing in for 2 and out for 4. Turn of the breath. Inhale. Turning. Exhale. One more round in for 2 and out for 4. So just keeping your eyes closed, I just want you to bring your awareness to what you're feeling. So if it's cramps, if there's tension around the neck and the shoulders, if you've been feeling achy joints, around the joints, around the knees, the shoulders, the ankles, the neck, any of these things, just inhale and exhale. And as we exhale, just releasing that tension, but just really connecting with the body. So just being aware of what's going on in your body, what you're feeling, and accepting that no matter if you feel nauseous or in pain. Just tune into that sensation and allow it to be. And just continue to breathe. Inhale, equaling the exhale now. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose, and always continuing to smile, opening up the back of that throat so we can breathe nice and easy. And on the next inhale, we're going to face the palms upwards, and we're going to slowly raise the hands above the head, and our gaze is going to go upwards towards the thumbs. We're going to extend through the tips of the fingers, look up towards the thumbs, and then exhale, turn those palms outwards and bring the hands down. Then we're going to turn the palms up again, rotate those wrists. Inhale, coming up. And as we slowly take the palms together in prayer position, we look up towards the thumbs again. Smiling always. Exhale, back of the palms, back of the hands together, palms facing down. Exhale. One more, turning the palms upwards. Inhale, slowly looking up, following the hands. Looking up towards the thumbs, lengthening through the tips of the fingers. Back of the hands, touching. Exhale. Gaze coming back down to neutral. Then we're going to take the right hand and we're just going to place it to the side of the right hip. So spreading those fingers out, okay? And we're going to inhale, and on the inhale, we're going to stretch the left hand up to the sky, open palms, fingers spread, lengthening through the tips of the fingers. Okay, so looking up at those fingers of the left hand. And on the exhale, we're just going to take that forearm down if it's available, and we're going to stretch over to the right side, lengthening through the tips of the fingers. If this is painful in the neck, just look down or look forward, okay? Whatever works for you. And we're going to take 5 breaths here. So lengthening through the tips of the fingers. Now this is gorgeous for just stretching out that lower back, for lengthening the side of the body, and any aches or stiffness you might be feeling at this time. Inhale, equaling the exhale. Always smiling, keeping that throat open. Don't collapse into the posture. The bottom arm is just a position. It's not to lean on. 2 more breaths. Last one, in and out through the nose. It really is a gorgeous stretch. Inhale. And on the exhale, bring the left hand back down. And then on the next inhale, we're going to take the right hand up, left hand down. Inhale, stretching through the tips of the fingers. On the exhale, putting that forearm down if it's available. If not, this is absolutely fine. Forearm down. Inhale, we stretch, and then we lengthen over to the left side. So stretching through the tips of those fingers, okay? Not collapsing into the bottom arm. Close the eyes if you wish, look up towards the thumb or forward, whatever's available, but lengthening through that side body. We're going to take 5 breaths here. In through the nose, out through the nose, making sure we don't collapse. Two more breaths, lengthening through the tips of the fingers. And bringing that right hand back down to center. So we're going to take the hands to the knees now. We're going to do some seated cat curls. Again, this is great for just releasing any tension in the spine, and also fantastic for cramps around the womb and also the lower back as well, okay? So placing the hands on the knees, we're going to push the hands towards the knees and the knees towards the hands. So we have a nice bind here, okay? And on the inhale, we're going to very slowly push the chest forward, raise our gaze up between the eyebrows. On the exhale, we are going to curl back like a seated cat curl. So we're going to take that navel back to the spine. Now don't engage too much, okay? Really the focus should be in opening up the shoulders, the shoulder blades, the upper back. Just releasing that spine on the exhale. And on the inhale, curling up again into cow pose, leading with the chest, shoulders back, looking up between the eyebrows. Exhale, coming down. And as we very slowly curl under, taking that navel towards the spine, we're pushing the knees into the hands. We've got a nice strong bind. We're not going to fall back. And just enjoying the release in the spine, feeling that in the shoulders. We can flex the shoulders side to side, just really releasing the cervical spine, the thoracic spine. And then inhale, leading with the chest and the heart again. Looking up between eyebrows on the inhale. And exhale, curling under again. Pushing the knees into the hands, pulling back with the shoulder blades, really releasing those shoulders. I like to switch side to side, right shoulder, left shoulder leading with alternating shoulders. I'm really pulling back, taking that navel back to the spine. Inhale again, coming forward, pushing knees into the hands, leading with the chest and the heart. Looking up between the eyebrows. Exhale. Coming down. Again, pushing the knees into the hands, giving us some nice stability there, looking towards the navel. Taking the chin towards the chest. alternating shoulder blades coming forward, if you like this one. And then inhale again, coming up. Exhale, curling under. So we're releasing every single vertebrae of the spine. We do this as slowly as possible on the exhale, okay? Just pushing the hands into the knees, palms into the knees, creating that bind. Shoulder, shoulder, alternating, taking the navel back to the spine, really releasing. We've got some nice stability here because we have that lock in the knees, taking the knee, the chin, not the knee, the chin to the chest. And then inhale again, very slowly, rolling forward on the buttocks, palms pushing into the knees. Push forward, elbows back, chest and heart forward, chin coming up, looking towards the third eye between the eyebrows. Smile on the lips. Exhale. Slowly rolling back again, feeling that navel roll towards the spine, every vertebrae releasing. Chin towards the chest. Last one, inhale. Slowly rolling forward on the sit bones, knees pushing into the hands, elbows back towards the body, looking up between the eyebrows. Smile, smile, smile. Exhale back to center. Okay. So, although inversions, we don't really need any strong standing inversions or headstands, anything like that during menstruation. A nice posture that we can try here is Dolasana, okay? And this is really good for just that lower back pain as well. So we're just going to stand in our normal Tadasana. So with the feet just underneath the hips or slightly wider apart, if that's what works for you, okay? We're going to take the shoulders back and down. So beginning in mountain pose, Tadasana, spreading the toes out. So pushing into each one of the toes, the balls of the feet, pushing onto the balls of the feet and spreading the feet out, pushing into the outward edges of the feet, okay? So lengthening from the heels up to the knees and taking a slight bend in the knees so that they don't lock out. Then we're going to take from the knees up to the pelvis, okay? So being aware of that mula bandha, we don't want to engage too tightly during menstruation. A slight lift in the mula bandha is absolutely fine. Opening up that pelvis, shoulders back and down. We can take a slight Uddiyana Bandha as well, so taking the navel back to the spine. So a slight upward pull, slight backward pull, okay? If this is uncomfortable, just release the locks, that's fine. And just make sure that pelvis is nice and forward facing. Then we're going to lengthen from the sit bones up, along the abdomen, up to the shoulders. We're going to take those shoulders back and down, and then stretch in the opposite direction with the tips of the fingers. Taking those tips of the fingers to the thighs, connecting each one of the fingers to the thighs. Shoulders back and down, gorgeous heart opening here. And lengthening through the top of the head. We're just going to relax the muscles of the face, okay? So that begins with a smile. So just smiling, that releases, allow the tongue to lie limp in the mouth, and it just releases the back of the throat and allows us to breathe nice and easily through the nose. And just bring the attention back to the breath here, okay? So every muscle of the body should be gently engaged here in mountain pose. In through the nose, out through the nose. A couple of breaths here. Now what we're going to do here, take the hands to the hips, okay? I'm just going to bend those knees. We're going to take a slight back bend, looking up between the eyebrows. And then on the exhale, just taking these fingers and just placing them in the crease, okay? And just coming forward on the exhale. Now, if we feel dizzy here, we can be using various hotel stolen props. Da-da-da. Right, so we'll do it with the props just as an example, because this is not supposed to be an arduous practice, okay? So we're coming forward, exhaling as we're coming forward, and we can just actually place the head here, okay? So just play around with your blocks until you're comfortable, and just place the hands cross the arms and just place them in front of the body. Okay, so we can do this if we need the props. We can try that one, or if we're comfortable without the props, we can just pop forward. So allow the hair to hang forward. Hold on, my mic's getting all caught up here. And just allow the head to hang heavily, okay? And just breathe here. And we can rock from side to side. This is Dolasana, or pendulum pose, and this is just gorgeous for just relaxing every part of the body. Brilliant for lower back pain, or if you're feeling the cramps in the lower back. And just play around with this, however it's comfortable for you, okay? I'll just show you from the front. So just going side to side, up and down, backwards and forwards. Just play around with this and just be aware of the release of tightness in that lower back, okay? We can go all the way around, right, left. And of course, remember to breathe here. In and out through the nose, smiling. You're supposed to enjoy yoga. Enjoy the practice, ladies. Just breathe in and out and allow a smile to gently form on the lips. Now, if you do feel dizzy, come out of this pose anytime, guys, okay? And you can just come into child's pose. So again, we can use our props here. That's absolutely fine. So a nice wide leg child here, okay? I'm going to use these bad boys because I'm just so happy I found them. All right, so if you have, again, this can be cushions, or if you have a bolster, fantastic. If you don't, you can improvise, all right, with blankets, cushions. Nice wide-legged balasana here, feet together. And we're just going to come forward. Now remember, the purpose of this practice is to release the lower back, to give you some comfort around the abdomen. So it's not about, strenuous stretching. So we're just going to find a nice comfortable position here. So we're just going to take one arm over the other and place the forehead on the hands, on the arm. And just relax into this pose, okay? If you want to place the hands at the side or hold on to your bolster, that's fine too. Making sure you can hear me here. Whatever feels nice and relaxing for you, okay? Now, if you want to take this down a bit, you can take one block off if you're comfortable, okay? But again, keep it as high as you need to, whatever feels right for you today. This is about comfort, restoration. If you want a deeper stretch in the lower back, you can take the knees together as well. So just play around with your child's pose. See what's comfortable for you, okay? Now for me, during menstruation, with the knees together, it actually makes my abdomen feel uncomfortable, but some people feel that added pressure is helpful. So wherever you are, find your happy place in Balasana, child's pose. And just breathe in and out through the nose. Place the palms of the hands on the ground or around the block, or your head and your forearms. And just relax into the breath. Close your eyes. Remember to smile. And just release. Become aware of any tension in the shoulders that you're still holding. And the neck. Cervical spine, just release. Allow any tension, discomfort to slide all the way down from the shoulders, along the arms, through the palms of the hands and down into the earth. Just visualize any pain or tension releasing into the earth as you relax. And with each exhale, you relax a little deeper. Inhale, exhale. And this is gorgeous for the lower back as well. And I just want you to focus on the back of the body now. And if you experience menstrual headaches or migraines, I want you to be aware of any tension in the head, the face. And just relax the muscles of the face, the neck, the head, the scalp. And on the exhale, allow that tension. Visualize it running down the back of the head, running through all the chakras and nadis, all the way down the spine, the neck, thoracic spine, the lumbar spine, all the way down. And actually just imagine all of that tension releasing on the exhale through the root chakra, down into the ground. So we're releasing through the palms of the hands, through the root chakra, all of that discomfort, pain, tension, all releasing into the air. And just relax here for a moment. And you can stay in this pose as long as you like. Or you can blink your eyes open, bring the hands closer to the knees, push into the hands and come up. I'm going to pop into another pose, okay? Supta Baddha Konasana, or reclined cobbler pose, which is another favourite of mine, especially during menstruation, okay? To come into seated position, again, we can use blocks, cushions, whatever we need for this. I'm going to show you a few variations. Here we have the hotel cushions with stole. Okay, so this is great, especially if you have quite wide hips, quite tight hips. You can also use these as well under your knees. I'm going to use these cushions as a demonstration, okay? And again, take the bolsters at the back as high or as low as you require them. You may need none of these props at all, but this is not your usual Baddha Konasana. This is restorative. This is about finding comfort, okay? So this is probably a bit high for me. We're going to take the bolsters, cushions, whatever we're using, just to the back of the sit bones. Now we can come back here, okay? So we're just rocking back into it. So the centre of the back, the thoracic spine is connecting with our props, if we're using props, and we're just very slowly, gently, safely rolling back, okay? Now from here, we can take these forward back as much as we need to be nice and comfortable, okay? Now again, this Baddha Konasana, this Supta Baddha Konasana is not particularly about hip opening, it's more about restoration. So whereas, you know, in a more dynamic practice, these feet would be up here next to the groin, we can take the soles of the feet further away, as far as is comfortable. So just play with this and see what works for you, what brings you relief. So bring the soles of those feet together, opening the hips and the groin. Make sure you're nice and comfortable here. It shouldn't be hard work, okay? Head should be placed in the blocks or looking up. Make sure there's no tension or pain in the neck. And then we're going to release those shoulders again, opening the chest and the heart, palms facing up to the sky. And we're just going to relax here. This is Supta Baddha Konasana. Recline cobbler's pose. Just allow eyes to gently close. Smile forming on the lips. In through the nose, out through the nose. And just keep breathing like this as you enjoy Supta Baddha Konasana. This for me is the ultimate restorative posture for heavy periods. Okay, so you've got that gorgeous support in the back. You have lovely hip opening of the groin and the pelvis. There's no pressure in the abdomen, so it's nice and open for any bloating. And we can just release and relax here. Inhale. Exhale. Making sure you're releasing tension in the shoulders. You can roll those shoulders, alternating right to left, both at once, up and down. You can scrunch them up to the ears and release. Sometimes that contrast tightness with the release makes you aware of any residual tension you may still be holding. Palms nice and open. Releasing the muscles of the face, just allow all of that tension to seep through the back of the body, down through the props, through the mat, into the earth. Releasing tense energy back to the earth. Opening your heart and your soul to comfort, to relaxation, losing all of that tension, frustration, irritability, discomfort. That's all leaving the body. Sliding down through the body, into the mat, into the earth. Inhale. Exhale. Just enjoying this time for you. Now you can remain in Supta Baddha Konasana as long as you want, or you can join me in Savasana, corpse pose. Okay, so stay here if that's what's comfortable for you. Or if you want to go into corpse, just coming onto the tips of the fingers, slowly pushing into those fingers, bringing yourself up to seated position. Taking the legs out. Again, you can continue to use your bolster if that's what's comfortable for you. Okay, again, just placing that bolster just at the bottom of the back. We're coming back onto the forearms, sliding back. I'm just going to allow the top of the head to roll off the bolster. These are fantastic bolsters. Allow the feet to slide out. Back of the hands connecting with the ground, palms facing up again. Taking those shoulders up to the ears, releasing down. And just rock the head from side to side. Awareness of any tension in the face that's left. I'm sure there's none there now. Remembering to smile. Nice, relaxed, lazy smile as you rock the head very slowly from side to side, just releasing any last minute tension. Being held in the neck, because this is where we hold a lot of negativity, stress. Just let it all go, ladies. Inhale. Exhale. Just keep releasing through the neck. And then keep doing this until you feel that tension has left the neck area as much as possible. And then move back into stillness. Allowing the feet to fall out. Palms of the hands gently facing upwards, chest and heart open. Sit bones rounding, connecting with the earth. Body is completely relaxed. A smile on her face. Back of the throat is open, perfect for breathing. We're just breathing normally, relaxing as we move into sleep. Just become aware of any thoughts going through the mind. And don't worry about them, just acknowledge them. Think of them like clouds passing through your mind. See them moving past, don't become attached, just let them go. And with each exhale, you become a little more deeply relaxed. Very softly bring awareness to the areas where you were feeling tension or cramps before, the lower back, the womb, the shoulders, the neck. How do these areas feel now? Although cramps and tension may not be completely gone, you should have some definite relief in those areas. And just relax into your Savasana. My body is renewing. My body is releasing. I release all tension and negativity and past mistakes and allow them to flow back into the earth. I embrace new beginnings and what the fresh month and cycle has to offer me. I know that, like the wheel of life, nothing is permanent. The wheel is ever turning. With the good times, they come and go. The bad times come and go. Nothing is permanent. I exist in the present moment. I am aware. I feel. I experience here and now. I accept any discomfort that I'm currently feeling, and I know that this too will pass. I welcome each new day with a renewed sense of optimism and joy, and I look forward to everything that the future has to offer me. And just remain in Savasana for as long as you wish. And when you're ready, gently blink the eyes open, wiggle fingers and toes, bringing yourself back to the room. And we're just going to gently roll over onto our right side. So coming up onto the forearm, gently tipping on the right side and coming back up to seated position, ladies. Placing the hands back to the knees. Back in easy position, and I hope that, like me, you feel completely blissed out now. Your cramps are feeling a bit better. You just feel more grounded, connecting with yourself and your body, and able to go ahead and enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste, ladies.